by the military industrial.
Are our politicians, journalists, banksters, and corporate giants all meeting in secret? They are. It's called the Bilderberg Group, and those who attend don't really like to talk about it.
Hey Ben, just really quick, what'd you do at the 2008 Bilderberg meeting?
I'm not doing any press today.
It was discussed that's where they just plan to destroy the American economy due to a mall. I mean, what'd you do at the Bilderberg Group?
I'm not doing any press today.
The Bilderberg Group is an international and annual private conference of 120 to 150 of the most influential and powerful individuals in politics, industry, finance, academia, and media. They meet in different locations and different people get invited every year. Many researchers claim they are colluding and discussing global policy behind closed doors. And there's actual evidence of that. The first meeting was held in 1954, and there is verifiable proof that the Bilderberg Group was actually influencing global politics shortly after the group started. In 2008, WikiLeaks revealed documents that showed the Bilderberg Group was already planning the formation of the European Union 30 years before it happened. The meeting took place from September 23rd to the 25th of 1955 at the Grand Hotel Sonnenbeikel in West Germany. The document shows that they wanted to, quote, bring the German people together with other peoples of Europe into a common market. When talking about the time frame they wanted to do this in, they said they wanted the plans to arrive in the shortest possible time at the highest degree of integration, beginning with a common European market. If you're interested in reading more, a link to the document is in the description. And if we look at what happened shortly after, in 1957, the first incarnation of the European Economic Community, or EEC, was born, which was comprised of a single market between Belgium, France, Germany, Italy, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. The EEC gradually enlarged over the next few decades until it became the European Community, one of the three pillars of the European Union, which was officially created in 1993. So the debate that people usually have when talking about the Bilderberg Group is how much influence they actually have and if it's just an innocent private meeting with influential people. But right at its inception, it was already forming global policy, like the creation of the European Union. So when people talk about globalism and globalists, the Bilderberg Group and its members are actually what they're referring to. I wasn't exaggerating when I said this meeting is secret. From the start, the Bilderbergers evidently made a concerted effort to make their meetings secret with absolutely no media coverage. But thanks to the internet, researchers were able to cast a spotlight on the secret meetings that have concerned so many throughout the years. After all, it's a serious conflict of interest. The media's lack of coverage before the Bilderbergs' disclosure was funny yet terrifying to watch. Media personalities would nervously laugh and ridicule people for talking about the Bilderberg Group. Take a look.
Anyway, thanks for the call, Mark, KFMB, San Diego. Next, Sean Hannity Show. How are you, Mark?
Pretty good, but with all this economic crises going on and everybody looking for answers and blame, I was wondering if you could talk about the Bilderberg Group and the role that they play in the global economy and geopolitics.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Let's go to Amy in Cincinnati, 55 KRC. What's up, Amy?
800-941-SEAN. Let's get to Mark is in Oceanside in California. What's up, Mark? How are you?
Pretty good. Just noticing you're ignoring the Bilderberg Group conference again this year, and I think that shows that you're covering up for them and acting as a gatekeeper. Pretty sad.
Well,
yeah, why don't you talk about them, huh?
I read all about it.
What are you covering them up for?
Because I'm hiding it from you. That's why.
Yeah, you're hiding it from everybody. It's on the Drudge Report now. It's making it all over, man. We're winning, dude, you scumbag gatekeeper.
I'm a scumbag gatekeeper.
Yeah, why don't you talk about, it's not important at all, is it, Sean? The Bilderberg Group?
Well, what part, I have in front of me their itinerary. What part would you like me to talk about?
Why don't we just talk about how you've denied their existence and made fun of anybody that even mentions them, because they're just not important, are they, Sean? They just don't have any power at all, do they?
All right, get lost. You need some help. Let us say hi to, let's see, John and...
Or they would literally run away from the question.
I'm such a big fan of yours. Just one question, very important. What did you do at the Bilderberg meeting with world's elites in secret in Chantilly, Virginia, 2008, last year? Sir, Mr. Rose, can you please answer the question? Answer the question. I mean, it shows that you're hiding something and you won't even answer the question about the Bilderberg Group. I'm very polite to you, sir.
Right here, sir.
Hey, Charlie, hold on. The Bilderberg Group.
Guys, right here. I'm trying to sell books here. Looking right here. Mr. Christian, right here, sir.
Right here. Looking right here. Mr. Charlie Rose, what did you do at the Bilderberg meeting in 2008 in Chantilly, Virginia?
Mr. Rose, 2008, you were at the Bilderberg conference in Chantilly, Virginia, with Barack Obama and Condoleezza Rice. How did you get an invite over there when no mainstream press ever has, Mr. Rose?
But thanks to researchers using the internet to help spread this information, the Bilderberg Group was forced to expose themselves and have to provide a false sense of transparency by making this nifty little website with very little information. They even say they never disclosed their meetings before because people never cared. If that's true, why would they be so terrified of confrontation if it's not a big deal? They're giving the public a false sense of transparency because even though they finally announced their meeting and topics, nothing discussed is disclosed to the public, and the media attending these meetings don't report what's discussed either. Is it because these globalists are the ones that are paying off these journalists and controlling their message? Maybe. I also want to show you guys a couple of modern day examples of the possible influence this group has on the political figures that attend these meetings. For example, Angela Merkel attended the Bilderberg Group meeting on May 2005 in Germany. A couple months later, she became the German Chancellor on November 22nd, 2005. Is that just a coincidence? Maybe. That's for you to decide. In 2012, John Kerry, who at the time was a senator for Massachusetts, was invited to the Bilderberg meeting. Later that year, he was nominated to replace Hillary as Secretary of State, even though Susan Rice was supposed to be Obama's top pick. Fun fact, Hillary also attended a Bilderberg meeting while she was First Lady in 1997. After that, she's had a successful political career, ultimately leading up to her being Secretary of State under Obama. Interestingly enough, FBI documents revealed that John Kerry was part of the 7th Floor Group, which was described as a powerful group of high-ranking state officials. The FBI even referred to the 7th Floor Group as a shadow government. Many of the names in the 7th Floor Group were actually redacted for some reason. We can assume that Hillary was also part of this strange group that the FBI calls a shadow government. Emails between her and her staff shows that the 7th Floor Group existed when she was Secretary of State. The good news is that those in the shadowy 7th Floor Group were actually asked to leave by the Trump administration. Globalists seem to have put puppets like Kerry and others within our government. And let's not forget, Trump openly ran a campaign advocating against globalism.
Americanism, not globalism, will be our credo.
Bilderberg is just one of the many globalist groups and think tanks. Some of them provide more transparency, while others remain secretive and engage in rather strange occult behavior.
In the flames that eat thine effigy, we shall read the sign, Midsummer sets us free. Ye shall burn me once again.
But that's for another time. How much influence do you guys think the Bilderberg Group has on global politics? Let me know in the comments below. The Bilderberg meetings are usually held in late May and early June, so they're coming up really soon, and this channel will be covering what topics they'll be talking about and who's going to be attending, and that usually tells us a lot in what's in store for us for the next year, politically and socially. Keep an eye out for that. I also want to let you guys know that I'm working on a full-length Pizzagate documentary, and I need your support now more than ever. So please share this with everyone you know, and hit the red pill on the bottom right to subscribe if you haven't for more videos that go beyond the mainstream.